All right, so we're going to do a lot of opening through the front of the body today, quads, and sometimes when we do yoga, well, I'm doing a lot of hamstring stretches, a lot of forward folds, but we're already sitting all day hunched over. So today we're going to try to open that up a little bit and work the other side of our body. So we're going to start in hero's pose. To do that, you want to sit back on your heels, but you want to leave a little bit of space for your butt. So have them separate and sit back here. If you're not able to sit on the ground, grab a pillow, a blanket, a block, and bring it between your legs, knees together, so that you can sit comfortably here. For some people, they can come into this pose, lay straight back, and feel totally comfortable. For me, I tend to be very tight. So this is okay. I've got the block underneath me and I'm able to settle in here. So try to keep your knees together and then keep those heels out slightly to give you space for your butt to sit between those heels. If this is really not comfortable for you tonight, then take a regular seat. Just cross your legs and just get into a place where you can keep your spine nice and long. So even if you're in a normal seat, maybe propping up your hips, to get that length through your spine. We want to keep that length throughout the class. All right, you guys are all done with your work week. I am as well. Friday is my day off from teaching. So let's let go of the week and just start to connect with your breath. See if you can start to make your inhale longer, filling up your lungs, and then bringing that breath all the way down into your stomach. And as you exhale, letting all that air out. Taking a few more deep breaths. Scanning the body, noticing if you're holding any tension in your forehead, your shoulders, your jaw, mentally. Is your head still spinning? What can you let go of as you exhale? So as you keep coming into your breath and just settling into practice, I just wanted to share a little bit about a little quote that was sent to me. So I was having, I had a week where I started to get caught up in comparing myself with others. And online, everyone is doing yoga. I went to a class where there were a ton of people in the class. I'm noticing studios are doing this or that. And I got into this spiral of starting to be jealous and starting to really compare to others. And it's something that over the years I've really struggled with at work, at BAE, at playing sports, or doing music. It's like I can't break this cycle of just being okay with what I'm doing. And not get so caught up in what everyone else is doing. And so I thought this was a great quote, because it was really thinking like, am I doing something wrong? What am I doing? Am I doing things right? And right now, it's just so chaotic, it's really impossible to know what is the right thing to do. So I really liked this. You will never get it all done, and you cannot get it wrong. Life is supposed to be fun, and you are the creator. When you get a hold of an idea, play it out for the pleasure in it. So just this idea that there's no real rules here. We're here to have fun. And when you kind of take the pressure off of right and wrong, it kind of takes a little pressure off you to worry so much about every move that you make, and frees you up to just move forward. So after a good night of reflection, I'm definitely feeling a lot better today. But I thought tonight was a good idea to think about this concept of there is no wrong way. My caveat is don't injure yourself, but being online, we're going to do our practice tonight. Try different things. I'm going to give you different options, and really just do what feels good in your body and what brings you fun and pleasure, and think there is no wrong way. So let's take another deep breath here. Your feet might be falling asleep at this point. Inhale those arms up overhead. As you exhale, bring the hands behind your back, interlace the fingers, and as you inhale, open up through that chest. So just starting to, again, open through the front of the body, let the neck come back. Breathe here. And then tuck that chin, walk the hands out in front of you. We're going to come right over to hands and knees. It might feel nice to just kind of bring those feet, paddle them out on the floor, maybe tuck the toes a little bit, just giving those ankles a little bit of a break after sitting on them. Rolling the ankles out a little bit here. Bring your hands right below your shoulders, ground into all 10 fingers, and we're going to work through some cat-cow. So as you inhale, starting at the tailbone, let the belly drop, and then let that wave of motion come all the way up through the chest, opening up, gaze comes forward. As you exhale, curling that tailbone under, and gazing back at that stomach, pushing through those hands into your cat pose. Inhale, dropping the belly. So that wave of motion is traveling up the spine. Exhale, pushing back into cat. And here's the first opportunity of you cannot get it wrong. So connecting with your breath here, if you feel like taking it off the center line a little bit, feel free. If you want to make some big circles with the hips, feel free. Cat-cow is a great pose to start taking some organic movement. If there's something that feels really good tonight and you want to hold it longer, then go for it. And if there's something that doesn't feel good and you don't feel like trying it, then don't do it. As long as you're breathing tonight, then you're doing yoga. So one more round of breath here. Always inhaling to expand through the front of the body. And exhaling to usually fold or contract. Inhale to a flat back. Palms are nice and flat on the ground. Hands are nice and flat. Tuck the toes under, and we'll push our hips back, straightening out through those legs, coming into your first down dog. So take some time to get that length from your fingertips back through your hips. Think about the creases of your elbow rotating up towards the ceiling while your hands stay straight forward. That's going to give you some strength in your upper back between the shoulder blades. That head and chest are moving towards your feet like there's a magnet pulling them back so that the ears are right between the arms. And then start to think about straightening out those legs after you get that long line from your fingertips to your tailbone. Some days, down dog feels amazing and restful. Some days it feels impossible. At any time in down dog, you can drop down into child's pose. On the bottom of your exhale, walk your feet up to the front of the mat, coming into your forward fold. Take a moment here with your feet hip distance apart. Hanging out here in your ragdoll. You can bring your hands to opposite elbows. Just letting the back of the legs open up, feeling that stretch up the hamstring all the way into the glutes. Maybe even nodding your head, shaking it a little side to side. This is my favorite pose to feel like I'm letting go of things. So depending on how your week was, it's done. Let it go. Starting to engage those hamstrings. As you inhale, flatten out through your back, bringing your hands up to your shins or to your thighs, just getting this long line from your head to your tailbone, and coming to a point where you feel that stretch in your hamstring. So I'm keeping a little bit of a bend in my knees, just making sure I'm not locking out my knees through the practice. I'm really getting that length from my tailbone out through my head, and then I'm coming down until I feel a nice stretch through the back side of my legs. Inhale here, and exhale, fold forward. A couple more times, inhaling to that flat back, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. And this time, as you inhale, bend your knees slightly, straighten out through that back. Use those legs to inhale the arms all the way up overhead. And exhale, hands to heart. Ooh, letting that blood come right back into the brain, palms face forward, arriving in your mountain pose. Take a few breaths here to scan the body and to slow down your breath. And maybe connecting with a thought, a mantra for me tonight is, you cannot do it wrong. We are the creators of our own lives. We're all just making this shit up as we go. All right, let's start to flow. Inhaling, arms up overhead. As you exhale, dive forward, forward fold. Inhale through that flat back. Bring your hands to the mat, and we're going to flow through our first vinyasa. So I'm going to do a modified one to start. Stepping back, dropping down to my knees, coming forward, letting those elbows stay close to the body, and lowering my whole body down at the same time, having everything touch the mat in one line. Inhaling into a slight back bend of cobra, and exhaling, pushing through hands and knees, and then bringing those hips back into down dog. So at any time, we're going to do a lot of vinyasas tonight. You can do that same one from the knees. If you're already familiar with your practice and you want to start doing the full chaturanga, feel free to do that. If you feel loose enough to be hopping forward and back, just do what your body wants to do tonight. And if you usually do full chaturangas and you're not feeling it tonight, then skip them. Can't do it wrong. On the bottom of your exhale, bring your feet to the front of the mat. Inhale through a flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale up through standing. And exhale, hands to heart. Right through another sun A. We'll inhale those arms up. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, flat back. Hands come to the mat. Step it back. You can do bring the knees down, or this time coming forward and keeping the elbows in close to the body, coming to 90 degrees chaturanga. Flipping the feet, staying off the thighs and the hips. Up dog. And as I exhale, my hips lead the way up and back, down dog. Take 3 breaths here. On the bottom of your exhale, step or hop those feet to the front of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale up through standing. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, flat back. Hands come to the mat. Step or hop it back. Lower down, knees, chin, chest, or chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. And anytime you can skip that vinyasa altogether and just push right back to down dog. This time we're going to plant into our left foot and inhale the right leg straight back. As you exhale, bring that knee all the way forward and plant the right foot between your hands, coming into your runner's lunge. Take some time here to make sure that knee comes all the way forward over the ankle. So you have this nice long stride. Push through your left heel, starting to feel an opening through those hips. Even think about those shoulders coming away from the ears and that heart shining forward. A great pose to use some blocks or to use any piece of furniture or objects that can bring the earth up a little higher so you can get that real long line from your left heel through your shoulders, through the top of your head. Inhale your weight forward into that right foot. And as you exhale, step your left foot forward, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale those arms up. Exhale, diving forward. Inhale, flat back. Plant the palms, flow through your vinyasa. From down dog, we'll plant into our right foot. Inhale that left leg high. And exhale, bring that left knee all the way forward, bringing it between the hands for your runner's lunge. Take your time to get the foot set up right underneath the knee. Really press through that right heel. Start to feel that opening in the thighs and the hips. Breathe here. Inhale your weight forward, and exhale, step that right foot forward, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, up through standing. And exhale, hands to heart. Let the palms come forward. Take a moment in your mountain pose just to feel how your hips are feeling now. Notice if your heart rate is starting to come up. See if you can slow down that breath. Mixing it up here, let's inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, flat back. This time, bring your hands to the ground and step the left foot to the back of the mat, coming right into our runner's lunge. All right, we're going to start to have fun with a little bit of a different variation on our twist here. So bring the left hand down into the mat, and with the right hand, bring it forward and then up overhead, taking this into a little bit of a back bend. So I'm opening through the chest here and feeling a nice stretch on the outside of my right hip. So often we'll just bring this arm up and twist to the side. This time I'm bringing the arm forward and taking it into a back bend. Push through that left heel, so active left leg. You can drop to the left knee as well if you like. Inhale here. As you exhale, bring that arm down and all the way back towards your back foot. Come towards the outside of that back leg and open up here, twisting to the right. My gaze is back over my right shoulder. And I'm feeling a really nice opening through the right hip. Let's flow here. Inhale the arm back up overhead, coming into a back bend. Exhale, drop it all the way down, twisting to the right. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. One more time, exhaling down, starting to really feel that opening through the right hip. Inhale back up. And this time as you exhale, bring the right hand down, coming back on those left toes. We're going to walk the hands to the back of the mat. So come through the center. Bring your toes both facing the side of the mat. And then walk your hands all the way to the back of your mat. Turn your left toes towards the back of your mat. And frame that left foot, come up on the right toes. So now you are in your runner's lunge facing probably away from me. Bring your right hand down to the mat. As you inhale, take that left arm, bring it forward, up overhead, opening into that back bend. Hold it here for a couple breaths. Push through that right heel. Feeling nice and strong. That back leg. And starting to feel that left hip open up. Take one more inhale here. As you exhale, bring that left arm down, bringing it all the way back. Turning over that left shoulder, looking back towards that right foot. Inhale the arm back up overhead, coming into a little bit of a back bend. Exhale brings it all the way down, turning to the left. Inhale it up. Exhale, swooping it down. Inhale up. One more time, exhaling, opening to the left. Inhale it back up. And exhale that left hand down. As you inhale, walk your hands to center, bring both feet to the side of the mat. And as you exhale, pivot the right foot forward so that you come up on the left toes and you're back in that runner's lunge towards the front of the mat. Plant your hands, step the right foot back, pushing right back into your down dog. And let's give our arms a little bit of a break here. As you inhale, let the knees come down to the mat. Exhale, sink back into your child's pose, sitting back on your heels. And connect with your breath here. You can bend into your elbows if you'd like, give your wrists a little bit of a break. It also might feel nice to walk the hands back behind the body. You can keep your knees wide or keep them close together. Just find a place here where you can relax. And let's take 3 or 4 more breaths in our child's pose. Inhale, back up to hands and knees, curl the toes. Exhale, down dog. 1 round of breath here. Bottom of your exhale, bring your feet to the front of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, up through standing. And exhale, hands to heart. So we're going to make this into a flow. And this is the first one that I do think can feel a little weird and a little challenging, especially if you don't typically do yoga. So try to have fun with it. Try to find a way that it feels good in the body, and just try to keep moving with your breath. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale to that flat back. Bring your hands to the mat. Exhale, step that left foot all the way to the back of the mat. Plant into your left hand. Inhale your right arm forward, opening into that back bend. Exhale, let that right hand come down, coming open to the left, to the right here. Inhale the arm back up, coming into that back bend. Exhale the right hand down into that runner's lunge. Inhale to come to your wide-legged forward fold. Both feet turn towards the side of the mat. Exhale, walk your hands to the back of the mat, come up on your right toes, runner's lunge on the left side. Plant into that right hand. Inhale the left arm high, opening into that back bend. Exhale, swoops that left arm all the way down, turning, twisting to the left. Inhale that left arm all the way back up overhead. Exhale the left hand down, runner's lunge. Inhale through wide-legged forward fold. And exhale, come back to the front of your mat. Right foot is forward up on the left toes, planted to the left hand. Inhale the right arm up overhead. Exhale, right arm swoops down, turning to the right. Inhale that right arm up overhead. Exhale, bring the right hand down. Inhale through wide-legged forward fold, walking the hands to the back of the mat. Exhale into your runner's lunge at the back of the mat, planted to the right hand. Inhale the left arm up. Exhale, swoops it down, opening to the left. Inhale that left arm back up overhead. Exhale, bringing that left hand down. Inhale through wide-legged forward fold. Exhale to the front of the mat, runner's lunge. One more time, front and back. Planting to the left hand, inhale the right arm up. Exhale, swoop it down, opening to the right. Inhale the arm up. And exhale, bring the right hand down, runner's lunge. Inhale through wide-legged forward fold. Both of those toes face the side of the mat. Exhale, coming to the back of your mat, runner's lunge, planted to the right hand. Inhale that left arm up. Exhale, swoops it down, opening to the left. Inhale that arm up. Exhale it back down. Inhale through wide-legged forward fold. Exhale, lunging back to the front of the lunge, to the front of the mat. Inhale your weight into that right leg. And exhale, step the left foot forward, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale up through standing. Exhale, hands to heart. Let those palms face forward. And take a few breaths here in your mountain pose. Really connecting with that heart rate. And I find that one to be a little deceiving, that it gets my heart rate up more than you would think. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, plant the palms, flow through a vinyasa. Lowering down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. As you inhale, drop the knees down, coming into your tabletop position. So your hands are right below the shoulders, and your knees are right below your hip bones. We're going to take our right foot and kickstand it out to the side. So keeping your right knee where it is, bring the right foot out a foot or two, so it's at like a 30-degree angle. Press it to your right hand. Straighten that left leg straight back. And then let the left heel drop down so that left foot is parallel to the back of the mat. And then I'm going to open up my left arm towards the sky, coming into my gate pose here. So I've got my right foot kickstand back a little bit. That's giving me more stability. If it was still straight back on the mat, it's a little harder to balance. I've got it out a bit. And then my right hand is right below my right shoulder. So I've got about 2 feet between my knee and my hand. And then let this left arm stretch up overhead. Let your left hip come forward, come to the side a little bit, feeling a big bow, kind of as if you were pulling back a bow and arrow, feeling that nice stretch through the left side of the body. Bring that left arm back straight up into the air. You can keep this position here, or flexing through the left foot. Can you bring it up, balancing here in our, similar to our half moon pose. I like to call it a quarter moon, but I made that up, so that's not official. Flex through that left foot. Think about those left toes internally rotating. So instead of them pointing up towards the sky, they're turning so that they're almost pointing straight forward. That foot's staying parallel to the ground. And you can stay here, or you can bend into that left knee, knock over a few plants, see if you can make contact with that left hand. If you can make contact, push the foot into the hand and open up. Starting to feel that nice opening through the full front of the body. Right here. If they're not making contact, then you can just keep that leg up in the air, or you can bring it back down to the mat and keep stretching out the side of the body. Let's release that foot. Exhale that foot down, bring the left hand down. Left knee comes down, right foot comes back. Inhale, drop the belly, coming into your cow pose. Exhale, curling through the spine, pushing into that cat pose. Inhale to a neutral spine. We'll take this to the other side. That left leg kickstands out, coming off the mat, and we'll straighten out through the right foot, dropping down on the inside of the right foot, bringing your weight into your left hand this time. We'll inhale to open up through the chest, and then bring that right arm up overhead, getting that long stretch through the right side body for a couple breaths. If you lose your balance in any of these poses, just find the humor in that. Come back into them. Balancing is so interesting. It's like if you hit it and it feels good, it can feel so graceful, and then the next moment it feels very awkward. All right, let's bring that right arm straight up. Flex through the right foot, bringing that right leg up, kind of working the outside of this right hip here, keeping those toes turned so that the foot stays parallel to the mat. You can stay here or bend into that right knee. See if you can make contact. If you can, push the foot into the hand and open up through the front of the body, feeling the stretch through the quad, through the right hip, and through the chest, through that right shoulder. Breathe here. Let's release that hold and bring the right foot down, right hand comes down, coming onto that right knee. Bringing the left foot back in. Inhale, drop that belly, coming through a round of cow and pushing into cat. Inhale to a neutral spine, tuck the toes, push those hips back, down dog. Ooh, I'm already feeling more open through these hamstrings. On the bottom of your exhale, bring your feet to the front of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, up through standing. And exhale, hands to heart. Let those palms come forward, coming into your mountain pose. If you have a block or a book or something that can be used as a block, grab it now and bring it towards the front of your mat. I'm going to start with it on the right side. We're going to need it in a little bit. If you don't have one, don't worry. We can go without it tonight. Let's inhale those arms up overhead. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, flat back. Palms come to the ground, step or hop it back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And exhale, hips come up and back, down dog. Plant into your left foot, inhale the right leg high. Exhale, bring that right knee forward, step it between the hands. Get your balance here. Make sure you've got that long stride with the knee over the ankle. And inhale the arms up into your crescent lunge. Option to drop onto the left knee. Still feeling a nice big stretch there. If you're in the full crescent lunge, push through that left heel, keeping that back leg active. Keep this left hip coming forward, feeling that opening through the front of the body. And let those thumbs come backwards, shoulders stay away from the ears. Breathe here. Your front foot, you should have your weight equal between the ball of your foot and the heel of your foot. So you're using both the quad and the hamstring. See if you can settle in here for 2 more breaths. One more inhale. And as you exhale, let the left heel come down parallel to the back of the mat. Open the arms up into Warrior Two. In Warrior Two, you've got a nice long stance. Your right knee is externally rotated, right over those toes. Nice opening through the hips. Shoulders are away from the ears. Arms are strong. Gaze is out over the right fingertips. Really think about grounding into the outer edge of that left foot. Breathe here. Let the right hand flip towards the ceiling, lean forward slightly, keeping the legs bent. We'll inhale the right arm up overhead, reversing our warrior. And exhale, windmill those hands down, come up on the left toes, step the right foot back and flow through a vinyasa. You can skip it and push right back to down dog as well. Exhale to down dog. Plant into the right foot, inhale the left leg high, and exhale, step that left foot forward. Get your nice spacing here. We'll inhale the arms up overhead, coming into that crescent lunge. Settle in here, push through the right heel. Option to drop down to the right knee. Breathe here. Let those thumbs come back. Let the shoulders stay away from the ears. See if you can find that center of balance. And we'll take 3 more breaths here. Keep that right hip forward, feeling that nice stretch through the front of the right leg. One more inhale. As you exhale, let the right heel come down parallel to the back of the mat. Open up to your Warrior Two. So in Warrior Two, my heels are on one line. My left knee is externally rotated, so it's shooting out right over those left toes, but it is still stacked over that left ankle. I'm pushing through the outer edge of my right foot, shoulders away from the ears, strong arms, muscles hugging the bone, gaze out over those left fingertips. 3 more breaths. Flip that left palm towards the ceiling, inhale it up overhead. Exhale, windmill those hands down, come up on the right toes, step the left foot back, optional vinyasa, or push right back into down dog. Let's take 2 extra breaths in down dog here. the bottom of your exhale, step or hop those feet to the front of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, hands to heart. Inhale those arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Plant the palms, step or hop it back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Plant into that left foot, inhale the right leg high. Exhale, step that right foot forward. Get your spacing here, engage your core. Inhale up into your crescent lunge. Exhale, let the left heel drop down, warrior two. Inhale to reverse your warrior. And as you exhale, bring that right hand forward. Find a spot that's about 1.5 feet in front of your foot on the pinky toe side. If you have a block, that's where you want the block positioned. Start to bring your weight forward into this right leg. And then we're going to bring our hand to the ground. Bring that left hip up, stacking the left hip on top of the right. Flexing through the foot so that foot is parallel to the ground, just like it was when we were doing our quarter moon or our gate pose. When you feel stable here, you can bring that left arm up, flex through the left foot, coming into your half moon. Breathe here. Bending into that right knee, bring that left foot down, inhale the right arm all the way overhead, reversing your warrior. Exhale, windmill those hands down, step the right foot back, go through your vinyasa. Plant into your right foot, inhale that left leg high. Exhale, step the left foot forward. Inhale your arms up into your crescent lunge. Exhale, opening into warrior two. Inhale, reverse. And as you exhale, find that spot on the ground on the outside, the pinky side of your foot. Bring your weight into that left leg. Stack that right hip on top of the left. Flex through the right heel. Toes are facing sideways, so that foot is parallel to the ground. And then if you feel balanced there, let that right arm come up, coming into your half moon on the left side. Bending back into that left knee, bring the right foot down, inhale the left arm up overhead, reversing your warrior. Exhale, windmill your hands down, come up on the right toe, step it back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. 3 breaths here. On the bottom of your exhale, step or hop those feet to the front of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale up through standing. And exhale, hands to heart. All right, here's the choose your own adventure portion of the evening. We're going to do that flow with the half moon, flowing in and out of it in one breath. So you have 2 options. So we're going to do our full vinyasa, crescent lunge, warrior two, reverse. And your first option is, so you're inhaling to reverse, you're exhaling to come right up into half moon, and you're inhaling right back into the reverse. So that's your first option. The other option is that you inhale to reverse. Instead of coming into the half moon, you exhale to extend, and then you inhale to reverse and come back down through your vinyasa. So what I'm going to do is cue it to come up into the half moon. And this is where your balance might get a little crazy. Make sure you're not so out of position that you're going to totally topple over. If it takes an extra breath, you want to hold it for an extra breath, that's fine. I'm going to cue it with the half moon, but if you don't feel comfortable doing the half moon, then come reverse and extend, as opposed to reverse and half moon and reverse, okay? So we're going to go through it. Let's go through it 3 times. The first time I will cue it with the half moon. The second time I'll cue it with the extend, and then I'll do it for the half moon for my last one. So choose whichever one you want to try, and we'll get the heart rate up nice here. And yeah, just do what feels good for you tonight. Give it a try and see if you can find some ease in it or if it feels totally out of control for you. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, flat back, hands come to the mat. Step or hop it back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Plant into your left foot. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale, step the right foot forward. Get your balance. Inhale up into your crescent lunge. Exhale, open into warrior 2. Inhale, reverse your warrior. As you exhale, bring your weight forward, coming into your half moon. Inhale, coming all the way back into your reverse warrior. And exhale, windmill those hands down, step the right leg back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Plant into the right foot, inhale that left leg high. Exhale, right foot steps forward. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, coming all the way forward into your half moon. Inhale, all the way back into your reverse warrior. And exhale, windmill the hands down, step it back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Let's take 3 breaths here. Bottom of your exhale, step or hop your feet to the front of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, hands come to the mat. Exhale, step or hop it back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, your right leg high. Exhale, step that right foot forward. Inhale, up through your crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse. As you exhale, option to take that half moon, or exhale, extend the left arm up overhead. Inhale, reverse. And exhale, windmill those hands down, step that right leg back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Plant into the right foot, inhale that left leg high. Exhale, step the left foot forward. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse. Option to exhale to your half moon or to your extended warrior. Inhale, reverse. And exhale, windmill those hands down, step the left foot back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. 2 breaths here. Let's keep that heart rate up. Bottom of your exhale, step or hop those feet to the front of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Last one. Inhaling, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Plant the palms. Step or hop it back. Vinyasa, or skip it and push right to down dog. Plant into the left foot. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale, right foot steps forward. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, your choice, half moon or extended warrior. Inhale comes all the way back to reverse. And exhale, windmill the hands down, step the right leg back. Optional vinyasa. Plant into the right foot. Inhale that left leg high. Exhale, left foot steps forward. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, your option, half moon or extended warrior. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, windmill those hands down, step it back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. And let's take a longer break this time. Whew. Let that breath come back. Let that heart rate come down. You can stay in down dog, or you can let the knees come down and drop back into child's pose for about 6 breaths. Nice work. See if you can start to slow down that breath. If you're in child's pose, we'll inhale, coming up to hands and knees, curl the toes, exhale, and let's all meet in down dog. At the bottom of that exhale, slowly walk those feet to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, coming up through standing. And exhale, hands to heart. Let the palms come forward. And observing this time how your body feels in mountain pose. Hopefully you have a little bit of a sweat going. Let those shoulders come away from the ears. Start to slow down that breath. And begin to shift your weight back and forth between your feet a little bit here. Your feet should be right below your hip bones, hip distance apart. Lift up all 10 toes, spread them nice and wide. See if you can lower them down nice and slowly. And start to bring your weight into your left foot. See if you can start to get your center of gravity over that left foot. Inhale, both arms up overhead. Keeping your left arm high, we'll let the right arm come down with the palm facing outward. Bringing that back. Bend, get your weight into your left foot, bend into your right knee, and see if you can make contact with that foot. Getting ready for dancer pose. So my hand is actually on the inside of my foot. My palm is still facing outward. Once you have that contact, push the foot into the hand and start to hinge forward. Find a spot that's not moving, coming into your dancer pose. Trying to keep your hips level to the ground. And then coming back up and releasing that leg, shake it out. All right, get your balance back into those feet and begin to shift your weight into your right foot this time. Inhale those arms up overhead. Let that left hand come down, palm facing up, palm facing out. Get your balance, bend into that left foot, see if you can make contact. Once you have that contact, push the foot into the hand, coming into your dancer pose. And inhale back up. Exhale, shake it out. Woo. Let's make our way back down onto the mat, inhaling those arms up. Exhale, diving forward. Inhaling flat back, plant the palms, Step or hop it back, or feel free to skip this vinyasa and just push right back into your down dog. Let's all come down to our knees. Let those knees come nice and wide this time. And settle back into child's pose. Melting down into the mat here. And walk the hands back to the body, sitting back on the feet. We'll let the feet come around to the front. Let's spread them nice and wide. Get long through the spine, so if you need to bring something under your hips to give yourself that length through the spine, feel free to do that. Inhale the arms up overhead, and as you exhale, just let the arms fall forward, coming into this wide-legged fold. Noticing the difference between both legs. If your elbows can come to the ground, that's fine, but just use gravity here. We'll take some nice long breaths, just settling in here, letting our heart rate come down and lengthening the breath. Really breathe deep into that belly, creating some space all the way down into the hips. Take 2 more breaths here. Start to walk the hands back up towards the body. Let the legs come together. Shake out the knees a little bit if you need to. Sitting up nice and tall. Inhale those arms up overhead. And exhale, fold forward. Let the hands fall wherever they land. Don't worry about cranking your shoulders out of their sockets to grab the feet. I really do believe in that phrase, you can't do it wrong when it comes to yoga, unless you're injuring yourself. If something feels good in your body, and you're breathing, then that's usually what your body needs at that time. More breaths here. Start to walk those hands up the body. Go straight through that spine. Bend into your knees and slowly lower yourself down onto your back. Give yourself a moment here with your knees up towards the ceiling. Just feeling that nice support of the ground below you. Inhale the arms and legs nice and long. Exhale, draw those knees into the chest. Maybe rocking a little side to side, giving yourself a hug here. Let the arms come out to the side and let those knees drop over to the left, coming into a supine twist. Gaze can be out over that right shoulder. Breathe here. When you're ready, inhale your knees back through center, give them another hug. And we'll let the knees drop over to the right. Gaze can be up over that left shoulder. The knees back to center. If there's any final poses that you're craving, feel free to take them now. Otherwise, we'll make our way into our Shavasana, our resting pose. You can let the legs extend long with the feet and the knees rolling out away from the center line, palms up towards the ceiling. If you're feeling any pressure in your lower back, you can put a pillow or a bolster onto your knees. You can also choose to bend into your knees or bring the soles of your feet together into a butterfly pose. Find a spot that you can really feel like you can fully relax. Close the eyes if that's comfortable. And we'll just take a couple of minutes here to feel all the benefits of our practice. Connecting with that mantra. You cannot do it wrong. There is no wrong way. And begin to deepen your breath. Bringing motion back into your chest, stomach. Starting to wake up that body in whatever way feels good. Maybe moving your head side to side or raising each fingertip with your thumb. Moving your toes, wrists, and ankles. Eventually giving yourself a nice big stretch overhead. Drawing those knees into the chest and making your way over onto your right side for a breath or two. And with eyes closed, gently pushing yourself up into a seat. Thank you so much for practicing with me tonight. The light in me sees and honors the light in each of you. Namaste.